Hi there. Welcome to the Leanplum mobile marketing platform. Today, I will be talking to you about how to leverage the Leanplum platform to reduce the drop-off rate for users that have only been in your app once after the install. We will go over why one-time user activation is important, how your app can benefit from interacting with your one-time users, and then we will go over an example of how to set up a message to re-engage these users. On average, 3 out of 10 users use an app only once and never come back again. This may be due to the app not being top of mind of these users or the users just not understanding the value that the app brings. So what Leanplum does is that it allows you to create campaigns that re-engage one-time users to bring them back into the app to become long-time users. So as best practice, we recommend using messaging to promote the value of your app as opposed to driving users to take a particular action in your app. Our analysts studied retention trends and noticed that day 10 through 30 retention rates are consistent. By focusing on improving day 10 numbers, you can positively impact the retention of a user throughout their first month. And since majority of abandonment has already occurred within the first month, you actually may be able to increase retention for all your users in the long run. What we learned is that implementing push notifications into your strategy can actually improve retention by 20%, and personalizing these push notifications can result in retention rates that are 7 times higher. So by running a one-time user reactivation campaign, you can increase overall retention, you can get the most out of your user acquisition, especially if you're paying for the acquisition of users through paying publishers. You don't want that budget to go to waste. And you can also create custom messaging based on users' first session to increase engagement. So if you're capturing information like the user's first name or their location, you can use this specific information to personalize the message that is being sent to the user to increase the likelihood that they'll come back into the app. So let's take a look at how to create this push notification. I am now in the messaging section of Leanplum, and I have just named my message one-time user activation. What you want to do is choose push notification. This is a way for you to reach your users outside the app. Here in the message field is where you write your copy. Again, you can customize the message by inserting dynamic values such as names or even specifying the user's location by clicking on the parentheses right here. Under targets is where you select who you want this message to go out to, and I have selected all users. I can also hold a certain percentage of my users to not receive this message so that I can compare open rates of this message to a group that did not receive this message. This will help me test the effectiveness of this message. Under delivery is where you specify when you want this message to go out. So in this case, we are going to select trigger and then set the trigger to user first starts the app. What that does is that ensures the only users who will receive this push notification are the users who first started the app. Then you can go ahead and set the delay to 7 days at exact time after trigger. You can add an exclusion, which right here says unless user starts or resumes app. This will ensure that the user does not receive the message if they've already come back into the app. And you can set the limits. You can set the limit to this message without limits for now. When adding a goal, you want to think about a specific user behavior you want to drive as a result of this message. So in this case, we want the user to come back into the app. This goals area right here will help you measure engagement and ROI that resulted from this message. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please reach out to support or your customer success manager.